Okay, so this is the gyro go straight that I said I would show you guys. Um, so with the gyro go straight and like the gyro turn, you wanna like make sure that when you're using it, you don't recalibrate your robot in the middle of a mission, because then like it'll mess up how the gyro go straight and gyro turn work. Like you'll have to make it turn to the new 0-degree angle when you recalibrated it. So with the gyro go straight, there are three variables, three parameters. This one is how many degrees you want your robot to move. This one right here is the speed that you want your robot to move, and this parameter is the degree that the angle that you want your robot to move. So when you start the MyBlock, the first thing that it does is it resets the motor rotation of one of the large motors that you're using, and so it resets the motor rotation to 0 degrees so that the degrees that you want to move is accurate. Like it just goes from 0 to whatever you set that as. So then it enters a loop, and in here it's measuring the angle of the gyro sensor, and it's putting that into this advanced math block. So this uses the formula a minus b in parentheses times c, and a is the angle that you set your robot to move at, b is the gyro sensor measurement, and c is 2. So what this does is so if your robot is off by a positive amount, like you're setting your robot to move at 90 degrees and the gyro sensor is measuring 95, that's a that's a difference of -5. So it multiplies that by 2 to get -10, and then it takes that output and it puts that in this move block, and that will tell your robot to move at -10 degrees at the speed that you set it. And it'll just keep repeating this until your large motor reaches that degree threshold that you set in this first parameter, and then it'll stop. So this works like because of this math block here. This is where your robot finds the amount of degrees to move either to the left or to the right. This right here, it like helps. It tells your robot. It finds like the difference, how off your robot is. So if we put this like in an example, so let's say your robot starts here. This is the 0 degrees. East is 0 degrees, and then you turn 90 degrees, but you're off by 5 degrees. So now you're facing 95, and you want your robot to move at 90. So what it does here, it takes the measurement. The gyro sensor is at 95, and so it takes that 90 degrees that you set in the parameter, subtracts 95 from that to get -5, and multiplies that by 2 to get -10. So now that will tell your robot to move at 10 degrees to the left for a short amount. So let's say now it's at like 93 degrees. So the next time it loops around, it's going to be at 93 degrees. So the robot will take 90, subtract 93 from it to get -3, multiply that by 2 to get -6. So now your robot is going to move at 6 degrees to the left for a short amount. So this just, it makes it so that your robot like gradually goes to the target angle so that it's, so that it corrects itself accurately. And that's basically how our GyroStraight works to correct the angle of your robot. And next time I'm gonna show you guys our gyro turn.